I am going to attempt to change the casing around this door. But first thing I have to do, this is the type of molding I'm using. As you can see what I have there, which I would love to take, stop camera. I would love to take that out and replace it with this type of molding. But eventually I can do that. But right now, you see where I drew the line? That's the thickness of the molding that I'm going to replace this with. So I need to cut this little piece out here as well as over there. So I'm going to get my little power tool that's supposed to do that and hope I don't mess up something big time or cut into my floor by mistake. I'm going to try to be very careful. That thing is so loud. Anyway, then I have to take these pieces off and then put, those are the pieces I'm going to use. Sorry for the noise in the background. I have the heater on. Here you can see that I'm trying to use my blade to try to cut, box cutter, to try to cut some of the caulking around the molding. And try not to cut my finger off. Now I'm using my tool that will cut through this molding and take that piece off. Yes, that molding definitely needs to be replaced, all of it, which like I said, I'm going to eventually change it all out because I don't like this type. I like the flat molding. Now, I didn't have the proper tool to take the molding off. It's a molding grabber. I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to help pull the molding off the wall a lot easier. So here I am using whatever I can find to try to get that little piece off. And there's a nail that's in the way, so I'm trying to pull that out. Pliers, whatever to get, look at that nail. I'm trying to be ever so careful not to cut into my floor. But of course, as you can see, I finally got it out and I'm backing up any little excess. Try to keep the mess down a little bit. As you can see, I cut this other piece out here. And of course over there. Now the task at hand is to remove these all the way around. But I'm taking a break right now. I have to run up to Lowe's and pick up some for my nail gun, because when I was taking this out, taking a piece out, look, this came kind of loose. I have nails to fire that back into the wall, but to do the casings, I have 1 1/4 inch nails and small ones, and 1/2 inch. I want, let's see, I ordered 1 1/2 inch. I figured 2 inch might be too long, except for this. Because I measured by the thickness of this board. So I went by that. So 1 1/2 inches sufficient enough to do this. As you can tell in my voice, I'm tired already. Now I wish at the time when I put the molding on this door, and I probably could take it off and sand the door. Because you see, I'm gonna have to touch it up anyway at some point. I only used a hammer and nails. And I think I might have used, no, I didn't even have liquid nails at the time. I just used little tiny finishing nails. And now I have the equipment. Don't laugh at me. I have a miter saw. I have a few tools now to do my little DIY projects. But yeah, back then, I didn't have all that. So, also, this tool I had purchased this on Amazon in order to cut. It has other little attachments to it as well. But it was able to cut. That's the purpose I bought that, because I knew eventually I was going to do this. And That's the only reason I think I need that for right now, as far as I know. But yeah, so those are cut out. So the next step, as I say, is to take those pieces off around the door. I'm now using this box cutter to cut along the molding so I can loosen it up, so I can use the pull bar, which I don't have and wish I had, to help get that molding off. Now, see, if I had one of those baseboard pullers, I wouldn't be struggling so hard. It would be a lot easier to try to pull this off the wall, but I improvised. I used what I had. But you better believe when I get ready to remove those baseboards on the floor, I'm going to have one. Finally got it off. Then what I did, because I saw there were gaps, I went out and got some of that spray foam to put in those gaps, as you can see here, and probably help keep the draft out as well. You know, I'm scared of things coming through, like spiders and bugs and stuff. I'm just scary that way. So that's what I did. Okay, I have the first side on, or measuring the first side. It's not there, it's just there temporarily, so I can kind of gauge. This is what it looks like so far. I did this with the handsaw because I was too lazy to go out and use a miter saw that I purchased for doing projects around the house. But I just used my handsaw and did it manually. The cuts would probably be much neater if I had done that. I did end up using it at some point though. I had to get the better half to come and kind of gauge it, see if I had everything even. And as you can see, I'm trying to trim the top of this door with this piece. The thing is, I want to make sure, like I said, to see if it's balanced on each side. And I'm trying to figure which way I want to lay it. That is not the way. Okay, it has to lay that way. So now I'm trying to measure each side to make sure one side is not over and the other. As you can see, I put the top piece up there and the other piece at the bottom. Now, what I'm going to do, let's get closer. Oops, sorry. What I'm going to do now is start caulking. And I purchased this tool. I had one that I purchased a while back. I found one, the scraper, but I couldn't find the other thing. And one day I was doing something and it showed up. And I put it somewhere, and of course I can't find it again. So today I just bought another one. Let's see. It's this thing here by Anvil. Because a lot of times I use my finger and stuff, but I decided now I want to use this tool to spread it on. Okay. Let's open this up. If I can find the scissors. I'm gonna cut my freaking hand off. Jeez. Now, I'm a little confused. Let's see, press. Okay. So, it has this little button here. And you press it. If you, this is the scraper to scrape the old grout out. Which, in fact, what I'm doing is I'm going to do my sink tonight. This up for the other scraper thing. And then here, right now, is the thing. So when you go down the seams with this. So I'm going to try it. I'm doing this right. Let's see. It goes down. Okay. All right, let's move this. And I'm going to start working up there. It's kind of dark in here, so you really can't see what I'm doing. So. As you can see, I taped this off. I'm still contemplating, do I want to replace this door or not? I saw a nice door at Lowe's. It's kind of Craftsman Style door, and it has a little window right in this area. Yeah, okay, so here I've done this. Now I just need to paint it. As you can see, I taped off part of the door. And then, actually, I'm going to paint this door. Or, like I said, I want to replace it. Then I also considered, I'm trying to make up my mind, to remove these. This is the time when I first decided to enhance this door a little bit. It's a little dark in here. It's later on in the day when I decided to film this. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the Craftsman Style with molding, replace the door, paint it black or paint it white. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead, probably tomorrow or Saturday, go ahead and finish this up, as well as in the bathroom. Today, I'm going to attempt to paint this trim out. I have ideas for the door. I was going to get up early, take a trip to Home Depot and buy some molding. Take this stuff off the door here, this trim off, and redo this door and paint it. Then I got lazy. I don't feel like getting dressed and go out. So I'm just going to paint the trim. And probably tomorrow morning, it's 9 o'clock now. I'm not going to rush myself. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it because I'm in the mood to do that. I'm not in the mood to go out to the store. I did the first coat off camera, and I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna go back over it again because it's kind of cold, and when it's cold it takes a while for paint to dry. But the door, definitely I've got to go over it either. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to replace it right now. That's ridiculous. It's nothing. It's a good strong door. I'll just embellish it with some different molding once I take that down and paint it black again. But the main thing, I wanted to get that trim painted. And I touched up some of the wall a little bit. And then once this is done, I'm going to go and do the baseboards in the bathroom. Later on that day, I decided to add a second coat And I also painted that wall as well, including the bulkhead. That lump on the wall is where I had the light fixture outside brought from way at the top of the roof down to the outside of the door where I could reach it, so he had to cut in that wall. He didn't do a good job on repairing it though. It looks a little lumpy bumpy, but it's okay. At least I can reach the light fixture now. Some leftover paint, and I didn't want to dump it out, so I'm going to go ahead and paint that door. Put another coat on this door. I'm just spot painting now. I did this wall on the side where the door is, and eventually I'm going to paint this entire living room, but I have to do it in sections. I don't have the energy to do it all at one time. A little quick trip to Home Depot. Not Home Depot, but Lowe's. I'm looking at molding, of course, because I do want to change out the baseboards, and I'm also looking for a molding to trim out that front door and try to avoid purchasing a new door. I'm also looking at sheds because I'm thinking about getting one for the backyard, because with my tools and his tools and the garage is full, we need a shed for extra storage. So I've been looking into that as well. I decided to start looking at the doors because I want to replace the interior doors, the bedrooms and the bathroom. So I'm looking at those as well. And of course the front door. But I kind of decided that I'm going to hold off on the front door. It's not necessary. I'm just going to do my DIY on it. It's a good sturdy door. I need to focus on replacing the ones in the two bedrooms and the bathroom. But of course, I'd have to hire somebody to come and install it. As you can see, I have some molding here, and I'm going to attempt to do my own design on this door. For now, I took these pieces off. They were actually glued on, so I didn't have to worry about any nails. I'm going to try to follow the height of this, the height from here to here, here and here, with this molding, and basically try to do, I don't think I have enough. I might have to go back to the store, but I'm just going to do this, my design, to this door until I'm able to replace this door. I'm still weighing my options on that and the cost, and of course the labor. Not so much the door, but the labor they're going to charge me to do it. And I want somebody to know what they're doing to put it up, you know. I was happy that this molding came out pretty easy. I thought I had used finishing nails on it, but I actually just glued it on with construction adhesive. And I'm trying to clean up as I go, get all the extra glue off of it, and go from there. Try to do my own design. I know I look a hot mess. Yeah, it's just using that putty knife and trying to scrape off all that excess glue, as you can see. It's coming off nicely. Some parts are harder than others. I tell you, the things I get myself into. And as I had mentioned before that I'm going to change the baseboards, I'm going to actually do that myself. It's no big deal. It's just a matter of us moving some of the furniture pieces. It's not that difficult. Maybe for me, but I'm going to do it myself and save myself a lot of money. Especially by the front door at the bottom, I like the flat molding. I don't like that. So like I said, all that's going to change. In the front part of the house, that is. You know the saying that says measure twice and cut once? Well, I screwed up. I said I was going to try to mimic the lines with the molding, but of course, as you can see, I screwed up. So I'm just going to make the best of it and just put molding, as you can see, over those lines. Come up with my own design. Because I messed up on measuring, I'm using the leftover or recycling the molding strips that I took off the door and cover up those white lines with it. Looking at this door, I'm undecided if I should just go ahead and paint it white. Oh my. I would have to prime the black part and just paint everything white. Oh goodness. I can't make up my mind. I like a black door, but for some reason, I just think white maybe. I don't know, what do you think? You all think I should paint it white or should I paint it black? This is Super Bowl Sunday and I swore I was going to relax today. I don't care too much about the game itself. I just wanted to see the halftime and Usher. So I decided, oh, forget it. I'll just get up and go on and finish this because, you know, I don't know how to relax. I'm no professional. I'm always trying to do something around here in my home. I watch a lot of videos and I just learned to do DIYs and save myself a lot of money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I come up with some more videos, because I'm going to keep coming with something. I have so many different things I want to do around here, so stay tuned. Take care.
Because you'd rather feel the pain and say goodbye. I know